Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to CNBC, President Donald Trump has tapped Bill Pulte, the current director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, to serve as acting director of national intelligence. Pulte will succeed Tulsi Gabbard, who recently announced her resignation effective June 30th due to her husband's health. Pulte, a staunch Trump loyalist with no prior intelligence experience, will retain his current roles as head of the FHFA and chairman of mortgage giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Pulte has drawn controversy by launching mortgage-related criminal referrals against prominent political adversaries of Trump, including Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook and New York Attorney General Letitia James. Initially, Trump had announced that Principal Deputy Director of National Intelligence Aaron Lucas would temporarily step into Gabbard's role. The White House has not yet clarified when Pulte's tenure will officially begin or whether Lucas will remain in his post. According to a report by Liberty Times, the Russian Federal Security Service, FSB, announced on June 2 that it has uncovered a large-scale cyber surveillance operation orchestrated by foreign intelligence agencies. The operation allegedly targeted the mobile devices of high-ranking Russian officials, specifically planting sophisticated spyware capable of stealing data, wiretapping conversations, and monitoring ambient environments to gather highly sensitive information. In response, Russian authorities have initiated a criminal investigation. Although the FSB's statement did not explicitly name the countries behind the cyber campaign, it highlighted that the targeted individuals were already on the sanctions lists of the United States and the European Union. This development underscores Moscow's growing concerns over foreign espionage, especially following the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. In 2023, the FSB previously accused U.S. intelligence agencies of hacking thousands of iPhones belonging to domestic users and foreign diplomats. Conversely, Western governments continue to accuse Russia of state-sponsored hacking. For instance, the UK's National Cybersecurity Center recently warned that hackers linked to Russian military intelligence have been compromising network routers to steal credentials. According to CBS News, the World Health Organization, WHO, has scaled back the number of suspected Ebola cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, to 116, down significantly from over 900 cases registered last week. WA spokesperson Christian Lindmeier explained that many of these suspected cases were cleared after testing negative, proving to be other diseases or unrelated fevers. Currently, there are 330 confirmed cases in Central Africa, with 321 in the DRC, including 48 deaths, and 9 in neighboring Uganda, including 1 death. Despite the reduced caseload, frontline medics warn that major challenges remain. Distrust among local populations is a significant hurdle, with many residents believing Ebola is a myth and opting for traditional healers instead of medical care, which further spreads the outbreak. Healthcare workers are also heavily impacted, making up 20% of all new cases and urgently needing protective equipment. Furthermore, the International Rescue Committee suggests the virus may have been spreading undetected since January. Amidst these warnings, there is hope as 5 frontline nurses have recovered, prompting WHO Chief Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus to emphasize that early medical support is key to survival. According to a report by Global News, Russian forces launched a massive overnight assault on Ukrainian cities, deploying 73 missiles and 656 drones. The deadly attack killed at least 18 civilians and wounded more than 100 others across various regions, including Kyiv, Dnipro, Poltava, Kharkiv, and Zaporizhzhia. In Dnipro, rescue crews tragically recovered the bodies of a 3-year-old child and a mother alongside her 8-year-old son from the rubble of apartment buildings. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky strongly appealed to the United States and European allies for increased military support. emphasizing that Russia will continue its ballistic missile strikes unless Ukraine's air defenses are reinforced. The aerial campaign has heavily exploited Ukraine's critical shortage of Patriot air defense missiles, which have been depleted globally. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed the strikes targeted military-industrial facilities, adding that Ukraine's previous drone strike in the Luhansk region had escalated the conflict. Peace initiatives remain stalled, and although Zelensky previously accepted a ceasefire proposal from U.S. President Donald Trump, Putin rejected the offer. According to DW, Kosovo is gearing up for a snap general election on June 7, marking its third parliamentary vote in under 16 months. The political impasse was triggered when Parliament failed twice to elect a new president to succeed Vjosa Osmani. This election is highly polarized, highlighting a bitter rivalry between Prime Minister Albin Kurti and his former close pal Osmani. Once united in their anti-corruption efforts, the two have split over foreign policy and ideological differences, with Osmani now running for parliament representing the opposition. Experts warn that the vast electoral gap between Kurti's party, Vjosa, and the opposition has created a political imbalance that stifles compromise. This domestic gridlock is severely impacting Kosovo's international standing and foreign policy. Relations with Western partners have cooled, and EU-mediated dialogue with Serbia remains deadlocked, delaying Kosovo's EU integration. As the campaign intensifies, analysts emphasize the urgent need for a political elite capable of fostering compromise and steering Kosovo back toward democratic and economic reforms. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.